Arkham is the coin I want to cover today, and what I want to talk about with Arkham is firstly, who is behind Arkham, who are backing Arkham, why are they backing Arkham, and what is really not to like about Arkham. In spite of all of this, in spite of the things that I don't like about Arkham, I think the success here, this can do very, very well because it serves a purpose, particularly for things like the powers that be as well. So I'm not a huge fan of this, but there's definitely some legs for this to do quite well. Before I get into any of that though, guys, if you're new here, these are the first 26 coins that I did videos about when I made this channel. In the videos, I showed myself buying these coins. They were coins that I expected were going to make me a lot of money. If you'd have done the same, popped $100 into each of them when I released the videos about them, all you would have needed to do is sit on these coins for 16 months. You would have literally been able to ignore them, then jump onto your wallet, sell them, and your total profit in under a year and a half would have been over 123 grand. That's a house in under a year and a half. Now, we're in a bull cycle, so you don't have a year and a half to sort your portfolio out. You have about a month before these markets really start moving. And if you are planning on waiting 4 or 5 months, you're going to watch everyone else making money in these markets while you don't. So now's the time to do something about it. If you go on to copymycrypto.com and have a look at what my members have earned, read the testimonials, watch the videos, read through the whole site. It's where I share the coins that I own with my members. When I buy or sell any coin, I tell my members what coin and at what price. So my members get in and out of cryptos, same price as me. So they make the same profit. The bonus is obviously they don't have to do any work as well. And if you're not confident in your portfolio, if you're genuinely really uncertain about it, or if you just don't have a portfolio, now is the time to do something about it. So pause this video, have a look at copymycrypto.com, read through the site, and maybe try it out, guys. Now, Arkham. So, let's talk about Arkham. One thing I will say, coin market cap's getting a bit clunky. So, Arkham is a blockchain analysis platform that uses AI to de-anonymize the blockchain and on-chain data. Think about that, right? We know crypto isn't fully anonymous. It's pseudo-anonymous. But the whole premise of crypto was that you could do transactions and you would have some privacy. They are removing the element of privacy. And they obviously can sell this as there's like a big selling point here of, well, they can catch the scammers, the hackers, the rug pullers, which is a huge plus because that happens in crypto all the time. People launch a meme coin or some crap, get a lot of investment and then rug it, take all the money, and it happens all the time, and authorities don't seem to give a toss. And I think that's more down to their inability to actually figure out who it is. So Arkham actually really does serve a purpose there because it could identify the people that are hacking, rug pulling, whatever. And authorities that be are obviously going to want that. They can start catching them, the people that are involved. However, what it also does is it can result in everyone, in theory, losing their privacy. That's actually what can happen. Arkham's platform has raised privacy concerns among a lot of crypto users and advocates who argue de-anonymizing the blockchain violates the principles of anonymity and censorship resistance that's meant to underpin the crypto movement. They've defended it by saying that it does not collect or store any personal data from users and that it only provides publicly available info that can be verified on the blockchain. Problem is you really don't know how much their AI can do. They can tell us, but we can't actually verify or know. Now, the founder is Miguel Morel, who is a veteran entrepreneur in crypto, and they have huge backing. Among them are an undisclosed OpenAI co-founder, Palantir co-founder Joe Lonsdale, Tim Draper, Winter Mute, GSR, Jeff Lewis, Company raised over 10 mil in 2 rounds of equity financing and was valued at 150 mil in its last round. And there's a reason it's backed. This is one where you can unfortunately see a world where governments are going to be like, yeah, we want to use you. It's a part of Binance's as well. And we know, one thing that we have seen within the crypto space is governments not wanting privacy coins. Look at what the EU have done, trying to block privacy coins across the board. A lot of them have tanked in price because, they're barely tradable anymore. Arkham and governments don't want you to have privacy. There's a reason that we have seen over the many, many years multiple governments spying on their citizens. People have a weird feeling about this. They either don't want to think about it, or they're furious. There's no middle ground where people, or very little middle ground where people are going, oh, yeah, it's fine. It's either it's a very weird situation. And I don't, as a premise, I think I do feel the same in the sense that this is flying in the face of what crypto was meant to be. It was meant to be this, you're meant to have this anonymity. You're meant to have this, level of privacy where you can transact and you can send people money and not everything is being shared. Where you don't have to. It's nice within crypto. I want to send a family member some money. I don't have to do it through a bank where the banks are monitoring what I do. I can do it through crypto where no one knows. The idea that that's going to now shift is quite unpleasant as a concept. And we can launch the platform and have a look. The reality here for me is I think there is a huge level of growth this can have, because I don't know how governments or treasuries or institutions, whether it's the police or whoever, I see everyone wanting to get in touch with Arkham to remove a level of privacy that people have. And if that does happen, now that would then be a decision for the Arkham founders. But you can see down the line these guys getting a huge partnership with governments or getting a huge partnership with law enforcement, which would inevitably cause Arkham to have a huge, huge pump. And as a concept, I friggin' hate this, but what I do think is that there's money here, because why the hell aren't, these are the go-to people now. Arkham is the go-to place for institutions globally. Whether it's tracking money, whatever it is. There's so many use cases for Arkham, all of which pretty much fly in the face of crypto's original concept and goal. But when we see them land a huge deal with an institution, whether it's a government or whether it's a treasury or whether it's law enforcement, this is going to pump. And I think there is an inevitability here that they are going to land a massive, massive, massive contract with some form of institution. The question is what? And whilst I think that will upset a lot of people in the crypto space, there will be a surge in money that comes into Arkham. It's somewhat inevitable after that point. And if they are helping, and this is one scenario where they can help, if they can help in terms of identifying hackers, rug pullers, they could, in theory, end up being responsible for retrieving hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars down the line. So their net worth would be in the billions. Combined with a partnership with a government, I don't see why this can't hit something along the lines of around $20, which, when you times that by the circulating supply, puts it at a market cap of around about $4 billion. I think that's actually very achievable if they are working and if they are having real successes in terms of identifying and retrieving funds. I think there's a very big plus there. There's a positive news spin. Obviously, the negative we're aware of, but yeah, combined with a significant relationship with a government, I think this would fly through the roof. I think there is a very real world where this can fly up to double digits, and $20 is, I think, really very possible, like a very reasonable target. Because just imagine what happens if it's the US Treasury or the US government partner directly with them. It would absolutely fly, wouldn't it? It would absolutely fly. So I don't think one to sleep on. I personally, like I say, I don't like it as a concept, but that's beside the point. You know, in the same way I don't like a CBDC. I think there's a real danger for us as citizens if a CBDC comes into fruition, or when. It's not an if, it's a when. But a coin that runs the infrastructure of a CBDC is going to be worth immense amounts of money. So even if you don't like a concept or a project, you've got to put feelings aside and go, is this something worth investing in? Yeah. What do you guys think? Do you like it as a concept? Does it fly in the face of crypto for you? Or are you just pro catch these hackers, catch these rug pullers, you know, spot Sam Bankman-Fried's fraud before it or as it's happening, so that it doesn't get to the hundreds of billions kind of level? And let me know in the comments down below, guys. And look, we are in a bull cycle. If you do not have your portfolio, if your portfolio doesn't exist, or if you're not confident or really just unsure about the coins that you hold, it is time to do something about it. If you go onto copymycrypto.com, you will see what my members are at. You will see the successes we have had. You can read the testimonials, watch the videos. Copymycrypto.com is where I share with my members the coins that I own. When I buy a crypto, I tell my members what crypto I'm going to buy and at what price. When I sell a crypto, I tell my members what crypto I'm going to sell and at what price. So there is no work for my members. They make the same profit as me. And again, if that sounds good to you, get onto the site, read through it all, maybe try it out. Because again, if you're looking at waiting 3 or 4 months or even 2 months to sort your portfolio, you're going to end up watching a lot of people making money in these markets while you don't. No one wants that for themselves. So check out the site now, guys. And that is it from me. Have a good day. Bye-bye.